My desk mate, Tiffany, is basically a princess. On the last day of school before summer break, she asked me, should I go to Paris or Tokyo for the next 3 weeks? I asked her, should I go back to my grandma's in Idaho to dig potatoes or detassel corn? 8 hours a day, $200, cash. Tiffany, in a fit of pity, offered me a gig. She said her cousin, also a rising high school senior, had a serious gaming addiction. Apparently, he was desperate for someone to discipline him, to literally beat the addiction out of him. He wanted to hire a tutor who could get physical. The pay? $2,000 a day, room and board included. Tiffany even thoughtfully provided me with a starter kit, a ruler, a riding crop, and a thick leather belt. I followed the address to a mansion in the hills. I rang the bell for what felt like forever before the door finally opened. A handsome guy with bleached blonde hair scowled at me. You're a girl? I slapped him across the face. His artfully arranged bangs flipped to the other side. Don't be sexist, I said sweetly. Respect women. He was stunned. Did you just hit me? I gave him a deep, formal bow. My apologies. Tiffany told me this is how you like it. He stared at me for a solid 10 seconds, his eyes darting away. A slow blush crept up his neck. Damn it, he muttered. How did she know I? He cleared his throat, suddenly flustered. Fine, come in. He led me up to a room on the 3rd floor. It was a gamer's paradise, with multiple massive screens and a glowing, transparent PC tower. I'd never seen anything like it. So, I asked, shall we begin? He plopped into a gaming chair. You can use that setup, he said, pointing to an identical station next to his. How are your gaming skills? He asked, putting on his headset. Tiffany said you're a high-ranked player, that you could carry me. Whoa, what the hell? Why did my screen go black? I emerged from under the desk. Because I unplugged your power cord. What is wrong with you? I pulled the ruler from my back pocket and gave his but a sharp whack. If you swear again, I said with a smile, I'll use this on your mouth. He yelped, clutching his rear and then covering his mouth. Who are you? What did Tiffany send you here for? My name is Chloe, I said. I'm here to tutor you. His rebellious streak flared up. I told her to find me a gaming partner, not a damn tutor. He tried to bolt, but I slammed him against the door and locked it. He struggled, and I pressed my body against his back to hold him in place. He suddenly went still, his breathing becoming heavy. What are you doing? I leaned in, my lips brushing his ear. Studying, of course. For some reason, all the fight went out of him. Maybe I'm just good at handling things. I've wrestled pigs at my grandma's, after all. In the dimly lit room, I asked him, what's your name? The tough guy was all bravado. He trembled slightly. Liam. Liam called his cousin. Her phone was off. You can go home, he said. I don't need a tutor. I can't, I replied. I've already been paid. He pulled out his phone. How much did she give you? 30 grand. He immediately tried to Venmo me. I'll give you 100 grand to get out of my house right now. I declined the payment and confiscated his phone. I took the leather belt from my waist, tied his hands behind his back, and pushed him into the chair. I opened a textbook and started the lesson. He refused to cooperate, standing up to leave. I pushed him back down. He stood up again. I slapped him, hard. Sit down, I said, my voice ice cold. He let out a soft gasp. Still, he wouldn't sit. I grabbed the riding crop. Do I have to hurt you to make you happy? I snapped it against his legs. Does this feel good? Huh? You're just asking for it. One of the hits must have stung because he actually tried to fight back, raising his fists in a weak imitation of a boxer. Meow meow combo punch. He was definitely trying to provoke me, wanting me to hit harder. So I did. The crop whistled through the air. Crack. Ow. I was just kidding, he yelped, clutching his head. Finally, blushing, he sat down. When I opened the door 3 hours later, a middle-aged woman was standing there. Liam, still tied up, looked mortified.